Vietnam, where $1 unlocks a whole world. Have you ever set foot in a place where each meal costs just $1, but the taste rivals a five-star restaurant? A land where you can kayak through hundreds of limestone islands floating on emerald water, or step into caves so massive they could fit a Boeing airplane inside. That's Vietnam, the hidden gem of Asia, where the deeper you go, the more impossible it becomes to believe your own eyes. From winding passes like silk threads across the Trong Son Mountains, misty villages in Ha Giang's stone plateau, to untouched beaches where no footsteps have landed, everything adds up to a journey you'll never forget. Discover Vietnam, Asia's ultimate budget paradise, where you can live, eat well, and experience 20 amazing things for under $500 a month, all in today's travel documentary. Highlighted activities and experiences. Vietnam is not a place to just check in, but a place to fully live each moment, where every land reveals the authentic beauty of nature, culture, and people. Conquer Fancy Pan Peak, Lao Cai. Wake up at 4 a.m., take the cable car from Muong Hoa Valley, then hike through mist-covered stone steps to reach the 3,143-meter-high Fancy Pan Summit, known as the Roof of Indochina. Amid the sea of clouds below your feet, the sun slowly rises behind the Hoang Lien Sun Range, bathing pagoda roofs in gold and lighting up the forested mountains. In the sound of temple bells and the whispering mountain wind, you'll feel small before nature's grandeur and hold on to an unforgettable sunrise. Join traditional festivals. If you visit Vietnam at the end of the lunar 12th month, don't miss the chance to experience Tet, the biggest and most sacred holiday of the year for Vietnamese people. You'll see streets covered in red, people decorating homes, wrapping Ban Chung, buying Tet flowers, and going to pagodas for blessings. This is a great time to understand Vietnamese family culture, spiritual beliefs, and the spirit of reunion, all deeply reflected in each day of Tet. Go diving in Con Dao, Phu Quoc. Touch the world beneath the blue water. If you love the sea and exploration, don't miss diving in Con Dao or Phu Quoc, two of Vietnam's most beautiful tropical paradises. You'll see vibrant coral reefs, swim with colorful fish, and discover rich marine life beneath the crystal clear water. After diving, relax on soft white sand, watch a romantic sunset, and enjoy the refreshing salty sea breeze. Kayak in Ha Long Bay, glide through limestone, wonders. One of the must-try experiences in Ha Long Bay is kayaking through towering limestone islands and mysterious caves. You'll paddle your small boat across emerald waters, explore low-arched caves, quiet coves, and even spot monkeys, birds, or fish right by your boat. It's a perfect way to feel the peace and surreal beauty of the bay in your own unique way. Waterfall rappelling in Dalat. If you love adventure, try waterfall rappelling in Dalat, an experience that's both thrilling and unforgettable. You'll be fully equipped with safety gear, then rappel down steep rock faces, slide into cool water, and conquer waterfalls deep in the pine forest. Each descent gets your heart racing, but it's also a moment where you truly live in the wild. Kai Rang Floating Market in Can Tho. Wake up to river life, visiting. Kairang Floating Market early in the morning is a great way to experience the vibrant culture of the Mekong Delta. On boats loaded with fruits, vegetables, and hot dishes, sellers and buyers chat lively amid the bobbing waves. It creates a lively, authentic, and simple scene where you don't just watch, but immerse in the unique river life of the Mekong Delta. See the rice terraces of Northwest Vietnam. September-October is the best time to visit the Northwest and admire the golden rice terraces in Mu Chang Chai, Sapa, or Huang Su Phi. You'll stroll through fragrant rice fields, marvel at terraced curves around the mountains, and feel the unique peace of the highlands. A journey not just for views, but to breathe with the land and slow down with nature. Explore Sun Dung Cave in Quang Binh. If you crave unique experiences and untouched nature, try conquering Sun Dung, the world's largest cave located in Phong Nha, Kabang National Park. You'll trek through forests, wade streams, camp underground, and see a primeval forest growing inside the cave. Floating clouds, giant stalactites, and natural light piercing through the cave ceiling create a fantasy-like scene. Train Track Coffee in Hanoi. When in Hanoi, don't miss the train street, where you can sip rich egg coffee right by the tracks, chatting while waiting for the train to zoom by just a few feet away. The space here is rustic, with tiny cafes close together and friendly locals, creating an everyday yet special experience. A moment that's both thrilling and charming. Very Hanoi, and very worth trying. Cooking class in Hoi An. Step into the kitchen to understand Vietnamese culture. Joining a cooking class in Hoi An is a great way to relax while diving deeper into Vietnamese cuisine and culture. You'll visit a local market, pick fresh ingredients, then cook traditional dishes like spring rolls, pho, ban zeo, or cao lao. No need to be skillful, just curious, and you'll have a warm and memorable experience in the heart of the old town. Whether you love adventure, culture, or relaxation, Vietnam always has something that lets you not just see, but truly live every moment. Hey there, where are you from? Which city are you watching this video from? Leave a comment so we don't feel alone. It's just a small action, but it gives us the motivation to keep creating more exciting videos. Thank you so much, and lots of love to you. Where to stay? Whether you're traveling to relax, explore, or budget smartly, the right accommodation is not just a place to stay, it's the first touch point that makes your journey whole and unforgettable. If you want premium relaxation, choose standout resorts like Vinpearl, Intercontinental, or Fusion Maya in Da Nang, where turquoise waters meet luxury services. Or enjoy serene, nature-infused spaces at JW Marriott or Mango Bay in Phu Quoc, where you can watch the sunset from your bathtub. If you love local experiences, try homestays with the Hmong or Tay people in Sapa and Ha Giang, where mountains stretch endlessly and ethnic culture remains intact. In the Mekong Delta, don't miss out on fruit garden homestays in Kai Bay or Vinh Long. Wake up to bird songs and the sweet scent of ripe fruit. If you're traveling on a budget, hostels like The Hideout, Ho Chi Minh City, or Nexi Hostel, Hanoi, are always lively and affordable. In Dalat and Hoi An, you'll find many charming dorms costing less than a dinner, yet still full of amenities and friendly to backpackers. Trusted booking platforms. Book in advance via popular platforms like Booking.com, Agoda, Traveloka, Airbnb, or the local app Luxstay to get the best deals and reliable options. Pro tip: choose your stay not just for price or convenience, but for the feeling you want to take home after the trip. Whether it's relaxation, connection, or memories you'll never forget. Handy travel tips in Vietnam for experiences that feel like magic. Want to live like a local, not just pass through? Try these small but powerful tips, simple things that can turn your trip from good to unforgettable. Don't rush to book a tour. Ask the sidewalk coffee seller instead. They know places Google won't show you. An unnamed cave, a food stall that opens only 3 hours a day, or a wildflower path to the beach locals keep as a little secret. Use your super apps, Google Lens and Grab. See a strange dish with no name. Use Lens to snap it. Need a taxi, food delivery, or the nearest cheap guest house? Grab is your best friend. Cheap, fast, reliable, and no haggling needed. Bring an empty stomach and an open mind, because sometimes the best dish comes from a broth that doesn't look good on Instagram. And the most memorable conversation might be with a granny selling sweet soup who doesn't speak English, but tells stories with her eyes. Always have cash, but don't forget Momo. In Vietnam, you can pay for coffee with cash, but also via e-wallet. Some small eateries now even refuse cash, preferring Momo or Zalo Pay. Local tech at its finest. Get lost on purpose. Don't always follow the map. A random alley might lead you to a sweet soup stall no one's reviewed, a balcony draped in bougainvillea, or a strange and beautiful afternoon you can't name. Vietnam is at its best when you don't overplan. Let your instincts guide you. Who knows, you might find yourself in an old cafe or in a stranger's smile that feels oddly familiar. Got any travel tips as pure as distilled water when exploring Vietnam? Drop them in the comments. Your tip might just save someone's entire trip. What to avoid in Vietnam to make your trip smoother. Vietnam is paradise for those who love wild, vibrant, and sincere places. But like any land, there are a few small mines you should avoid stepping on, unless you want your romantic trip turning into a messy one. Don't assume cheap price means no need to haggle. You see a conical hat for $2 and think it's cheap? You might be paying for the seller's whole day under the sun. But sometimes that $0.80 item is only worth 20 cents. The tip? Always ask the price first, or use apps with listed prices. Don't let a $1.50 banh mi ruin your vibe. Don't get too affectionate in public too fast. Vietnam isn't strict, but it's not as open as Europe either. A light kiss might be okay, but heavy cuddling in a traditional market or rural area can earn you stares straight out of a historical drama. Don't wear flip-flops into temples, or dress like it's the beach. Remember, modest clothing isn't a rule, it's a cultural respect. Don't order pho with no onions, no herbs, no fish sauce, no anything. In Vietnam, food holds the soul of a place. Ordering pho stripped down to just plain broth and noodles. That's the fastest way to be looked at like you're from another planet. Don't assume every smile means they're selling something. Vietnamese people smile a lot. Not to sell, but as a way of life. Just because someone smiles doesn't mean they want to sell you something. maybe they just think your crooked hat is cute. Never insult the family meal, even with your eyes. A Vietnamese meal is a ritual, a cultural reunion. Even if something smells strange, try it first, or politely decline. Here, they'll forgive you for being lazy, but not for disrespecting food. Estimated costs: $1 million trip on a budget. You don't need to be a billionaire to live like royalty in Vietnam. With just $25-40 USD a day, you can enjoy 3 delicious meals, stay in a comfortable room, move around easily using ride-hailing apps, and still have money left for coffee, live music, or some lovely handmade souvenirs. But the real surprise: even with $500 USD a month, you can live stably and comfortably if you choose a simple yet streamlined lifestyle. $200 USD month is enough to rent a private, fully furnished apartment in Tier 2 cities like Da Nang, Nha Trang, Vung Tau, or Da Lat. A place with a sunny balcony, a kitchen to cook your own meals, strong Wi-Fi for working, and even a pool or mountain view, depending on your chosen area. The remaining $300 USD covers 3 meals a day at local eateries or home-cooked, morning coffee at a quiet little cafe, personal motorbike rides or grab when needed, buying fresh food at markets, occasional dining out or weekend fun, and extra for surprise costs or special activities. Living on $500 USD in Vietnam doesn't mean cutting out all pleasures. On the contrary, it's a place where $1 USD buys you a hot meal, $10 USD covers a full day, and $500 USD offers a minimalist yet richly fulfilling lifestyle. This isn't a cheap vacation. It's a smart way of living, a place where every dollar spent brings real value, from food flavors and stunning scenery to the sincere smiles of locals. Ideal time to visit. Each season is a different movie. Vietnam stretches from north to south, with weather and landscapes shifting like a playlist of moods. Pick your journey based on how you feel. March to May is spring in the north. Cool air, blooming white orchid trees, and cherry blossoms. Hanoi feels like an old romantic poem. June to August is summer in the central region. Beaches in Da Nang, Hoi An, and Nha Trang are crystal clear, sun shining like poured honey. September to November is rice harvest season in the northwest. From Mu Chang Chai to Sapa, terraced fields transform into golden oceans. December to February, Da Lat becomes a miniature Europe, mist covering the paths, and the Lunar New Year brings a burst of color and festivity. You don't need to choose the perfect time. Just follow the rhythm of your heart, because in any season, Vietnam has a way of stirring the traveler's soul. Visa and entry procedures. Surprisingly easy to arrive, even easier to stay. Before packing your suitcase to explore Vietnam, make sure you understand the visa rules to ensure a smooth journey. 15-day visa exemption. Citizens from many countries such as Japan, South Korea, and several European nations, France, Germany, Spain, can enter Vietnam without a visa for up to 15 days if certain conditions are met. E-visa, electronic visa. Fee, 25 USD. Processing time, around 3 working days. Validity, 30 days. Single entry visa on arrival at the airport. Available for travelers entering via major international airports such as Noi Bai, Tan Son Nhat, and Da Nang. Requirement: pre-approved invitation letter or approval document before your flight. Stamp fee at airport, 25 USD. Important notes: your passport must be valid for at least 6 months from the date of entry. Print out your visa or approval letter beforehand to avoid issues at immigration. Preparing your documents carefully from the start will save time, prevent entry refusal, and help you begin your trip with ease and confidence. Transportation. Travel to feel, not just to arrive. Vietnam offers flexible transportation options to match any travel style, from fast flights across regions to slow scenic motorbike rides through the mountains. From abroad to Vietnam, you can easily fly into Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, then connect to other provinces. Trusted airlines include Vietnam Airlines, great service, Vietjet Air, budget-friendly, and Bamboo Airways, good quality, reasonable price. Traveling north to south. Some reunification, express train, cross-country route from Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh City, passing scenic stops like Hue, Da Nang, and Nha Trang. Perfect for those who enjoy slow travel and beautiful views. Open tour buses. A popular service for travelers, allowing flexible hop-on, hop-off options between major cities. Reputable companies like the Sin Tourist and My Lin offer clear schedules and transparent pricing. Motorbike rentals. Ultimate freedom. In tourist hubs like Đà Lạt, Hội An, and Hà Giang, you can rent a motorbike for just about 10 USD day, giving you full freedom to explore hidden corners that tours might miss. Private car with driver. Ideal for families or groups of friends. Prices range from 60,000 to 150 USD day, depending on route and vehicle type. A comfortable choice if you don't want to drive but still want privacy and flexibility. Whether by train, bus, or plane, the key is choosing the mode of transport that fits the pace and goal of your trip. So the journey becomes part of the experience, not just travel time. Culture, history, people. Vietnam's beauty lies not only in its landscapes, but also in its deep cultural roots and human depth. From the Dong Son bronze drums, the glorious dynasties of Le, Tran, Nguyen, to war remnants still etched in urban corners. History here doesn't sit in museums. It lives in the streets, temples, and everyday stories. You'll witness a country that has endured countless upheavals, yet never lost its smile. The Vietnamese are hospitable, humble, yet profound. They might invite you for iced tea or a family meal after just a few casual chats. They don't talk much about love for their homeland. They show it through food, morning markets, village festivals, or the sound of temple bells at dusk. No matter who you are or where you're from, Vietnam finds a way to make you feel like you belong. Not through glamour, but through warmth and a culture that breathes in every rhythm of daily life. Cuisine and local delicacies. When culture is tasted through the palate. One of the fastest ways to understand a place is by tasting what the locals eat. Vietnam wins travelers over not just with its views, but with flavors that are impossible to forget. Must-try dishes. Hanoi beef pho. Clear broth, rich taste, fragrant with cinnamon and star anise. A national culinary icon. Hue beef noodle soup. Spicy, bold, and full of character, capturing the essence of the former capital. Saigon banh mi, crispy, flavorful, with a variety of fillings. World-renowned street food. Mekong-style banh xeo, golden crunchy crepes rolled with herbs and dipped in sweet fish sauce. Egg coffee and iced milk coffee, intense, sweet, creamy blends you won't find anywhere else. Gifts that carry the taste of home. Westlake lotus tea, refined and gentle, capturing Hanoi's lotus scent. Coconut and ginger candies, sweet, rustic treats, often seen during Tet. Traditional ao dai, not just clothing, but a symbol of Vietnamese beauty. Cinnamon or lemongrass oils, compact, fragrant, relaxing, and practical. Bat Trang ceramics, handcrafted, exquisitely detailed, and rich in village spirit. Take at least one slow meal to savor each dish like you're listening to a story, because every flavor is a slice of local history, identity, and memory. Have you tried any of these dishes? Or is there a Vietnamese dish that lingers in your memory? Share it with us in the comments, because food is also a journey of emotion. Words from the heart. Let Vietnam touch you. If you're looking for a place that brings together blue seas, high mountains, cultural heritage, exquisite cuisine, and warm-hearted people, then Vietnam is where you won't need to think twice. It's not just a destination, it's where every type of traveler finds what they need. Solo travelers searching for self-discovery will see themselves in Ha Giang's winding passes and misty Sapa mornings. Couples will find romance under Hoi An's lantern-lit old streets. Groups of friends will love conquering mountains, forests, or diving among coral reefs on remote islands. Families will create lasting memories in craft villages, traditional markets, or seaside resorts. Vietnam never repeats itself from one trip to the next. Even if you visited once, twice, your next time will always bring something that surprises you, stirs your heart, and makes you want to return. Lesser-known local experiences behind doors with no signs. Sometimes the simplest moments leave the deepest impressions. If you want to truly feel the heartbeat of Vietnamese life, try these experiences, which you won't find in any standard travel tour. Sip sidewalk coffee in early morning. Hanoi, sitting on a tiny plastic stool, black iced coffee in hand, watching the streets slowly come alive. That's how Hanoians begin their day, slowly yet meaningfully. Wake up at 5 a.m. to visit Cai Rang Floating Market, Can Tho. Among endless waterways, boats packed with fruit, and echoing sales calls. A floating world of commerce, vibrant before the sun even rises. Picnic at Tao Dan Park, Ho Chi Minh City. In the heart of this bustling city, this green park is where locals unwind, exercise, play chess, or simply lie under ancient trees on a breezy afternoon. Soak in hot mineral springs in Quang Binh, After trekking in Phong Nha or exploring Tu Lan Caves, nothing beats sinking into warm waters, letting nature heal your body and soul. Eat sweet soup at night in Hue, sitting on plastic stools and chatting. As the streets quiet down at night, a small roadside sweet soup stall becomes a local hangout. A bowl of mixed che, a casual chat, and a gentle hue reveals itself through each sweet, cool spoonful. These seemingly minor experiences don't appear on any tourist maps, but they are where Vietnam reveals itself most clearly. Rustic, familiar, and achingly beautiful. Language, communication, addressing others, a culture embedded in every greeting. Though Vietnamese people are friendly and easygoing, learning a few basic phrases will help you build rapport and connect more smoothly in any situation. Essential phrases to learn before your trip. Xin chào, Ishu, hello. Come on, Ikiso, thank you. Xin lỗi, Ixol, sorry. Bao nhiêu tiền? How much? Nhà vệ sinh ở đâu? Is. Where is the restroom? Friendly communication rules. Do. Always smile and give a slight bow when greeting, a gesture that shows respect and is highly appreciated in Vietnamese culture. Avoid. Don't touch someone's head, especially children, or point your feet at others. These are considered impolite in East Asian cultures. Helpful tools. If you're not fluent in Vietnamese, don't worry. Apps like Google Translate, Say Hi, or iTranslate will be your trusted companions, helping you communicate with ease in any situation. Even if you only speak a few simple words, it shows your respect and interest in the local culture. And that's the fastest way to open a Vietnamese heart to you. Shopping in Vietnam, a journey of color and flavor. From traditional markets to artisan shops, Vietnam is a paradise for lovers of craftsmanship, detail, and cultural identity. Suggested items to buy. Soft silk, a luxurious, elegant gift with an Asian touch. Traditional Ao Dai, the graceful symbol of Vietnamese women. Vietnamese tea, especially lotus tea and oolong, perfect for gifting. Signature spices like cinnamon, star anise, and dried lemongrass, capturing Vietnamese cuisine in a bundle. Hand-embroidered artwork, intricate and full of folk artistry. Bargaining, a fun part of the culture. In local markets, bargaining is normal, even expected. As long as you stay polite and cheerful, vendors are happy to negotiate and may even throw in a small gift. Value-added tax, VAT refund. Vietnam's VAT refund system is not widespread, limited to a few major stores or international brands, and requires valid receipts plus your passport. If needed, ask the seller clearly before paying. Treat shopping as part of the cultural experience, not just taking home an item, but a story from the land you've just explored. Religion and beliefs, the spiritual diversity of Vietnam. Vietnam is a land of interwoven beliefs where people live in harmony among Buddhism, Catholicism, Protestantism, Cao Dai, Hoa Hao, and traditional ancestor worship. When visiting temples or pagodas, remember to Dress modestly, avoiding bare shoulders or above-the-knee outfits. Don't take photos where signs forbid it or near sacred altars. Stay quiet. Don't push or create noise. These are peaceful, sacred spaces. A respectful attitude helps you not only blend in but also earn warm nods from the locals. Seasonal experiences, each month of the year, paints a different picture. Vietnam has 4 distinct seasons in the north and a tropical climate in the central and southern regions. Each season unlocks unique experiences. September to October, golden rice harvest season in the northwest, golden terraced fields in Mu Chang Chai, Sapa, and Ha Giang. This is the perfect time for trekking, photography, and immersing in village life amid majestic nature. You'll pass misty mountain passes, see rice like golden waves flowing into the valley, and feel the serene beauty of autumn in the highlands. February-March, flower season turns the northwest white, the highlands covered in blooming ban and plum blossoms in Dien Bien and Son. La feel like a romantic dream. This is also when the festive spirit of Tet lingers in spring markets and early year festivals, offering you both cultural and poetic experiences. June-July, Da Nang International Fireworks Festival. During the Da Nang International Fireworks Festival, DEF, on the Han River, teams from various countries bring dazzling light shows combined with music and performance art. Beyond fireworks, summer in Da Nang means blue seas and clear skies, ideal for relaxing, having fun, or exploring Hoi An, Marble Mountains, and Sun Tra Peninsula. Lunar January, traditional Tet, Vietnamese New Year. Experience wrapping square, sticky rice cakes, arranging peach blossoms, giving New Year greetings, temple visits, and fortune rituals. This is a time to feel Vietnamese togetherness, sacredness, and family reunion. You'll slow down in the cozy Tet atmosphere, gather around the pot of Ban Chung, wear Ao Dai strolling flower-filled streets, listen to spring music, and witness the bond between generations in each early year moment. Comparing with other countries, Vietnam on the Southeast Asia map. Compared to Thailand, Vietnam isn't as party-centric, but it shines with cultural depth and majestic mountain scenery, from Ha Giang and Sapa to Quang Binh. A perfect destination for those seeking connection with nature and local life. Compared to Cambodia, Vietnam is more modern, easier to travel in, and offers greater diversity. From highland trekking and island retreats to food, spirituality, and heritage. If this is your first time in Southeast Asia, Vietnam is the perfect starting point. Accessible yet rich enough to make you want to return again and again. Are you ready to step into Vietnam, where every winding road is a painting, every meal a celebration, and every person a story worth hearing? If so, then a backpack, a comfy pair of shoes, and an open heart are all you'll need. And the best part? The cost of living here is surprisingly low. With just a few dollars a day, you can eat well, sleep comfortably, and discover wonders without worrying about your wallet. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next episode, where I'll take you to countries with strange cultures, unique cuisine, and breathtaking landscapes you've been waiting to see.